Hello everyone, we're working again on a photo inside of Photoshop CS4, and today I'd like to show you just one more way you can make a vignette around a picture. For those of you who are starting out, a vignette is a kind of darkened edge, kind of a shaded edge that surrounds the picture only on the edges. So let's get started. I have an image up here. You may have seen it before. You can grab any image you have that you'd like to do this to. In this case, I have my background up already. I'm going to make a copy of it by hitting Command J. That launches a brand new copy on another layer. And while that layer is clicked blue, I'm going to go up to Filter and to Distort, and then come over to Lens Correction. What this does is it launches a viewer for seeing, among other things, a way to add a vignette. There's also some correction we can do here in terms of the arc of the lens and making things look a little distorted. This picture is not in bad shape. We already straightened the horizon here. So what I'd like to do is just work with the vignette. Come down to your second box here and move your vignette towards the left, the amount. The slider will go down towards, I think about 32 or 33 is fine. You can go a little stronger if you want. Let's just make it real obvious and go towards almost 40 here. The midpoint, the midpoint here, you can either leave as is and just kind of leave it directly in the 50%, or you can drop it down and you'll start to see the vignette actually change live as you make your adjustment. So I dropped it down a little bit, like I guess about 30 or so will be fine. And hit OK, and that automatically puts your vignette in the picture. So to see where you were and to see where we've come, let's go to the bottom layer, click it once, get ready to put your cursor over the eye icon, hold down Option and click the eye once. That shows you the background, and that's where we started, and click the eye again while you're holding Option, and that shows you what we did on this top layer. If you've seen the other video, the difference in this is that you don't use a selection like we did before. We didn't use the marquee selection tool over here to make this vignette. We actually added it in a lens distortion menu. So it operates a little differently. It even looks a little different on this photo. It's not as strong, it's not as dominant, but some of you might prefer this method than the other, making a selection with a feathered selection tool and multiplying like we did in the previous video. Thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. Test it out on some photos and take your time with it. We'll see you here again.